Fun fact. Have you ever heard of mummy brown? Well, it was a type of paint very popular in Europe during the 19th century. It was made out of white pitch, myrrh, and the ground-up remains of Egyptian mummies. I'm not messing with you. Seriously, who the heck was looking at mummies and going, oh, yeah, I'll bet we could paint stuff with that? Apparently people like this paint because it had really good transparency, and it was good for glazes, shading, and flesh tones. But the downside was due to the ammonia and fat particles in it, it would randomly affect the other colors, and it would crack over time. In the 20th century, people stopped buying mummy brown because, well, they found out what was in it. Apparently they didn't know before. I guess the name didn't give it away. In fact, one artist, upon finding out there were human remains in his paint, decided to give the paint a proper burial in his garden. Mummy brown is still a thing today, but we have since changed the ingredients. Allegedly. Huh! You can't get away from me, buddy. I'm a werewolf. My enhanced sense of smell can pick up scents from miles away. There's no escape. Enhanced sense of smell, you say? That's not fair! I think I'm gonna be sick! Oh, it hurts! It actually hurts! What the hell have you been eating, you sick fuck? So, Dracula, why exactly is the sun deadly to you? It's not. It isn't? No. Is that a common belief? Why do people think that? Well, it's just... Well, how come you never go out during the day? Oh, that. Well, actually... No. Dracula, get out of bed already! Go away. Dude, it is 5 in the afternoon! Midnight is my afternoon. Okay, I gotta ask, you know a lot of the classic movie monsters like Frankenstein, the Mummy, zombies, Michael Myers, you ever notice they all move at like 1 mile an hour? People are always trying to run away from them until the monster's out of sight and then the monster sneaks up on them later, or people try to hide from the monster and then the monster finds them, but they're moving so slow, why can't we avoid them by just walking at a brisk pace? Like, have them still in your sight but out of reach as, you walk backwards. Like, that's a good way to avoid them, I would think. I've never seen any of them run, except zombies in later editions, but why can't you just lure them into a trap or something that way? Hell, Michael only kills people on Halloween. Why doesn't the town, coordinate, hey, whoever spots Michael, just keep him at an arm's length distance until the night is up, and then he'll stop killing people? I don't know, is there something wrong with that idea? So here's a mythical creature who's a bit on the heavy side, the Nuppeppo from Japanese mythology. This creature is basically a walking mound of grotesque fat flabs, with barely discernible facial features in there somewhere. Relatable. But it's not just the appearance that puts people off. This thing is also constantly emitting a disgusting odor, like the smell of rotting meat. What's weird about this guy, though, is he doesn't really do anything. He just kind of hangs out and is gross. But that's enough for people to try to kill him. However, he can actually outrun just about anyone. But if you do manage to catch it and eat a piece of its smelly, disgusting flesh, it will grant you eternal youth and power. Yeah, no, I'm not doing it. Apparently this creature's name is also a slang term for women who wear way too much makeup. Not sure what you're trying to say there, Japan. Wisdom with Mimir. You technically only need a driver's license when you get pulled over. So if you were truly confident in your driving ability, you'd leave the license at home. Dude, this Abraham guy is so gullible. Oh, Dad, I wish you'd quit messing with him. Oh, relax, son. We've done a lot of nice things for him. A little joke here and there isn't gonna do any harm. You told him to cut off the tip of his penis. I didn't think he'd actually do it. Come on, that's more on him than me. I was obviously kidding. Besides, it's nothing compared to what happened yesterday. I may have gotten a little too carried away and told him I wanted him to kill his own kid. Oh, come on, Dad! Relax, I was just messing with him, okay? The angels and I all had a good laugh about it afterward. Well, how did Abraham feel? About what? When you told him you weren't serious? Oh, shit! Hey, what kind of music do the Norse gods play during the apocalypse? Ragnarok. Here's something you might not know about Thor's kids. Many people know at this point that Thor has two sons named Magni and Modi, but did you know Thor also has a daughter? Yes, the daughter of the god Thor and the goddess Sif is named Thrud. And interestingly, there is also a Valkyrie named Thrud in Valhalla. It's unclear whether or not these two are supposed to be the same person, but I like to think they are. Unfortunately, information on Thrud is very scarce. We actually mainly know her through other people's titles. Like, at one point, Thor is referred to as the father of Thrud, and there's also a character who is at one point referred to as being engaged to Thrud, and the stone giant Hrungnir is at one point referred to as the thief of Thrud. I guess suggesting he kidnapped her at one point, but there don't seem to be any stories about that. But regardless, a Valkyrie daughter of Thor sounds like a really badass idea. Really hoping she starts popping up in pop culture. Dionysus, I need your help. I may have turned my daughter to gold. Oh, dang. Well, geez, how did that happen? Daddy, I don't like that you turned all the flowers into gold. Now they don't smell as nice as they used to. Honestly, why did you even make a wish like that? You're already a wealthy king. Do you really need more gold? Why didn't you wish for, like, wisdom or food to help all your people? It seems like your wish was just a way to help the rich get richer. You know, I've been taking a sociology class, and they say money is actually the root of all evil, so I really think you're— Oh no, look what happened by accident. I will happily grant your wishes, young man, but there are 3 rules. You cannot wish for life, you cannot wish for death, and you cannot wish for love. I wish that the Disney live-action remakes were the only versions anyone could watch anymore. Okay, there are 4 rules. Hey, you know why Orpheus and his wife aren't together anymore? Because he turned on her. Fun fact. A lot of people these days seem to think that you can turn Medusa, or really any Gorgon, to stone by simply showing them their reflection.
There was Medusa, queen of the Gorgons. Her gaze turned men to stone. A mirror would turn her own powers against her.
But that's actually not true at all. That's not how it works. And we know this because of the actual myth of Perseus and Medusa. In that story, he is given a reflective mirror shield, which he actively uses during his fight with her to look at her reflection in the shield so he can find her and kill her. So, clearly looking at Medusa's reflection does not cause whoever sees that to turn to stone. You have to look at her in person. Otherwise, Perseus would be stone. Pretty simple. Come on, Henry. Come back to us. Come play Superman again. You know you want to. I just don't want to get burned again. No, Henry, we've changed. It'll be different this time. We're gonna give you more movies and crossovers. It's all gonna be done exactly the way you want it. We're building up a rivalry between you and Black Adam, and we want you personally to announce all of this online. It will be 100% confirmed if you say yes. I can't. I'm with The Witcher now. We both know you're not happy with them, Henry. You said yourself they haven't been loyal and respectful to the source material. Come on. They don't treat you right, Henry. Dump them. Okay. Alright, I'm all yours. Nah, I changed my mind. What? I think we should just reboot it, you know? Get someone younger. But you just told me to— Yeah, good talk, Henry. You know where the door is. Hey man, sorry to hear you lost your job. Oh no, it's okay, I got a new job. Really? Doing what? I'm writing speeches now, really important ones too. Oh, speaking of which, here's my boss. There you go, sir.
Thank you very much.
Wait, I thought you didn't know how to write. I don't? Why, is that important?
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to excuse me.
Hey, what do you get if you leave your fireplace lit on Christmas Eve? A crispy Kringle. So here's a mythical creature who is neither holly nor jolly, Gryla from Icelandic folklore. Gryla is one of the monsters of Christmas. She is an evil elderly woman who also happens to be either a giant or an ogre. She spends the holiday season going around asking parents to give her their naughty children, which she then sticks in a bag, takes home, cooks up in a cauldron, and eats. Parents can stop Gryla from taking their kids, though, by giving her some other kind of food, or just chasing her away. Are there any parents who wouldn't try to do that? Gryla's not the only monster in her family. Her kids are the 13 mischievous creatures known as the Yule Lads, and her pet is the Yule Cat, which I made a video on before. Some stories say she and her kids used to be human until one year when they all got so hungry they cooked up and ate her husband, an act so evil it turned them into monsters. Gryla is yet another example of a story where parents try to get their kids to behave by scaring the living hell out of them. Alright, let's get started. What seems to be the issue? Ever since God of War Ragnarok came out, he hasn't stopped playing it. It's literally all he spends his day doing. So what seems to be the issue? Yo mama's so fat, everyone keeps telling her what they want for Christmas. Yo mama's so dumb, she wrote her Christmas letter to Satan. Yo mama's so poor, when people give her gifts, they get a tax write-off. Yo mama's so annoying, she's the reason Jesus won't come back. Yo mama's so short, Will Ferrell asked her why she isn't at the North Pole. Yo mama's so fat, she ate the cookies and milk before Santa could. And the children before Krampus could. Yo mama's so old, she spent her first Christmas telling a married couple they'd have to stay in the manger. Oh, and, Merry Christmas. Hey, what did the Aztecs call their lost city of snack food? El Dorito.